Are we live? Are we good? Woo!
Yay! Week number 2.
Hello, everybody. Welcome, YouTubers and Facebookers. Welcome to Aurora's Herbal Chat.
We still haven't came up with a new name, so if anybody has one, let us know. Put it in there, comment it to us.
Put it in the comments. Let us know. Use your brains. Think about what you think our show should be called.
You can't think of everything,
Just the herb stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we thought we'd start off this week with a little introduction. A lot of our Facebook fans kind of know who we are, and actually we just got a lot of new Facebook fans.
Tons of new ones, yeah. It's been a really good week.
Maybe don't know who we are, and a lot of our YouTubers don't really know who we are.
I don't think anybody on YouTube knows who we are.
So the business that we own is Aurora's Apothecary, and I am Melissa Aurora Edelbush. This is my husband,
Kevin Edelbush.
And I've been an herbalist for 30 years. Kevin's been an herbalist for
7. I'm still a rookie. So our home base is in Wisconsin. Our stores are in Appleton and Fish Creek, Wisconsin, Door County.
Yep.
It's the place to be all summer.
So if you're not familiar with our products, I grow a lot of our plants. And so we have about an acre that we grow all of our plants on, and herbal plants are pretty small, so we can get a lot of herbal plants, and
you can harvest from them more than once a year. So
yep, nice. 3 times a year usually I get a harvest.
Try that with your tomatoes.
And our herb farm, is out in the town of Morrison, and that is where we had our first store, in an old general store.
Robbie would like to know about elderberry, if you want to recap from last week.
A little recap from last week, elderberry, yeah.
So elderberry is an antiviral. It is great at this time of the year.
Yeah.
And you can take it in many different forms. We offer elderberry syrup and elderberry tincture, and we also offer dried elderberries so that people can make a tea out of it if they'd like.
Yeah, and one of our teas has it in there, the lemon berry.
The lemon berry has it.
So you don't even have to do any work, just make some tea.
Delicious tea.
Mm-hmm.
The lemon berry. Excellent. So let's see. What else about us?
Oh, yeah. So
what do you guys want to know about us?
Yeah, what do you want to know about us? I was a truck driver most of my life, and then I met this beautiful lady, and she told me she healed people with plants, and I said, it's a good thing you're pretty, because I think you're crazy. She proved me wrong, though, so.
We have a question from our YouTube viewers. Candy wants to know, do herbs make you healthy?
Do herbs make you healthy? I'd like to address this, that a lot of people will come in. We have this very Western mentality that when we are sick, we go to the doctor, they prescribe a pill, we take this pill, we feel better, right? Nice and quick and easy.
Yeah, simple.
Herbs are a little different than that. If you don't have a healthy lifestyle and you take an herb is a very gentle form of medicine. So it's not a get
quick overnight thing. Yeah, it's a lifetime of using these herbs, and there's many different ones that we can implement into our lives daily, and it'll just help promote general health throughout your life. So.
And there's fast-acting herbs and slow-acting herbs. And a fast-acting herb, like if I really need to fall asleep quick, I can take valerian and it will work just like that sleeping pill, and I'll be able to fall asleep. But then there's a lot of other herbs that are slow-acting. They really need to work with your body systems to change maybe the unhealthy stuff that we've done to our bodies.
Mm-hmm.
She has the follow-up question of, are you healthy then?
Am I healthy? I'm going to be honest and tell you I do not have a very healthy diet. And diet is one of the hugest, it has such an impact on our lifestyle. We've just sort of changed our diet. We've been going towards the healthier.
More vegetarian, yeah.
And getting rid of my carbs has really brought down my inflammation. Carbs and sugars are terrible for the body. They're like the enemy of the body. So without those, the body can start to heal itself. But I mean, I'm pretty active.
Yep.
And I do take my herbs, so that's good. A little extra bit there.
Tincture cocktail every morning.
Yep, tincture cocktail. All right.
Miss Kathy would like to know if you have rose hips and possibly would be stopping in next Saturday, if so.
Ooh.
And we do. Yeah, we harvested them this summer, at the end of summer, beginning fall, right?
Well, the first frost. So,
First frost,
so
yeah.
I watched them all summer. They looked big and beautiful, and I did actually just take a few to try before the first frost. But the first frost changes. The rose hip is the fruit of the rose, and the sugar content changes after that first frost, that first little bit of freeze, and they become much sweeter. And so that is when we harvested, was right after the first frost. So come in and get some.
See you Saturday. So here in the store, we have some upcoming classes coming, right? So that should be fun stuff.
So this weekend, this Sunday, is going to be our Christmas class. And so it's different herbs of the season. I'm going to talk about the history of those herbs, and you're going to get to experience the herbs. So we're going to have like frankincense and myrrh. You'll get to see it, you'll get to smell it, and we're going to burn it. And then we're also going to serve apple cider with the spices in, and you get to make a cinnamon ornament, and you make a potpourri and a Christmas oil that goes with it. So it's a really fun make and take class, and you'll learn a little bit about the history of the herbs.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yep, get to take a bunch of stuff home.
I'll make sure I call the fire marshal. We're catching stuff on fire. So
well, we might set off our alarms, huh? Less smoke. So it is a pre-registration class. There's a lot of materials that I have to bring. So if you are interested in this class, please sign up right away. We have limited seating and limited materials. So
yeah, we need to know how many are coming. It's hard to plan for a class. Is it going to be 20 people or one? So.
yeah, so it's definitely not a walk-in class. Definitely want to register for this one. I also have our big class coming up. We just put it up on our site.
Yep, it's up on the website and Facebook, right?
Yep. So that's our Herbal Intensive. I do it once a year. It's a 6-month program. We meet twice a month. And the things that you're going to learn in this class, I like to start with my first class that I do is called All the Herbs. And I really try to really explain all these different herbs so that you can choose which herb you want. Because when you're learning about herbs, when you start, it's very overwhelming.
Super overwhelming. Yeah, you want to narrow it down. We do 10, and that way you can try to learn as much as you can about each one of them. It takes a long time to learn about herbs.
So you get to choose which 10 herbs you want to learn about, but the new herbalist always wants to learn about every herb that they see. But when you're only focusing on 10, you get to really know those herbs. So each class that we go through, you'll take those 10 herbs that you're learning about, your personal herbs, and you will apply that class to your learning for those herbs.
Yep. So what's after intro to?
After the intro is, then we're gonna do our dry class. I'm really trying to find a way to make it fun, but
Bookwork.
Botany is really just
Yep.
it's a lot of learning. I cannot make it fun. I'll try again this year. And then we go into horticulture, and horticulture is a little fun. We're gonna start seeds, and you get to try to figure out what you want to maybe grow for the year and learn how the plants grow. So with botany, you'll learn all about the plants. Horticulture, you'll learn how they grow. And then after that, we do body systems. You get to learn which herbs go with which body systems. So it gives you a little bit more understanding of how herbs work on the body. And then we do 3 classes of medicine making. So we start with teas, go into tinctures and macerations, and then salves. And then
those are my favorite. Well, besides
it's a lot of fun. So it's very hands-on. When I say we're going to learn about tinctures, it's not me just yakking at you, telling you about tinctures.
Nope,
you
mix
are
them up, we make
making
them.
the tinctures. And then we'll be doing 3 identification classes
out in the field, touching and feeling the plants, smelling them, tasting them. Got to nibble on them a little bit, you know.
Yep. Got to taste them. I won't throw any poisonous ones in there. You'll be fine. All right. Are we ready for the hemp chat? All right. So today, we usually try to focus on a herb or something that we have going on. And today we wanted to focus on hemp. This last Thursday, I just went to the hemp conference in De Pere.
In De Pere, yeah.
There were 3 in the state, all going on at the same time. And I was very satisfied with the conference that we went to.
It was a good turnout?
It was a really, I'm sure they sold out 400 people there.
400.
Wow. And it was at the Swan Club in De Pere, so it was set out really nice. They had, you could see the speaker, you could hear the speaker, and they had different panels of people, and you could ask questions, which was really nice.
So you got to speak to the experts in our area, right?
Yeah, and that's what was really nice about it, is it was a networking conference. So I got to talk to growers and processors that are right around our area. And it's like, we live out in Morrison, and we would like everyone to grow hemp out there.
Definitely.
Like all cornfields should be hemp fields.
It's good to get to know your neighbors too, other ones that are in our industry. And was the state there? Did you get to talk to them about?
Yes, the DATCP or DATCAP was there. And they were the most important speakers, because DATCAP is what runs the hemp program. So all of the rules and regulations that we abide by are set out by them. And hemp is a confusing subject altogether.
There's a lot to learn there.
So there was a lot of good questions asked.
A lot of rules, regulations. Can't just grow it on your own. You got to be permitted.
Don't grow hemp without a license.
Yep. You don't want to get in trouble with that.
So we have both of our license, and we just applied for our new license for the next year.
So every year you got to redo it. So can anybody still get it now, or is it too late to register? So
you can register for your hemp grower's license or your hemp processor's license up until March 31st, I think. Last year there was a cutoff right in the end of December, but I think after March 31st, just get a late fee. So if you guys still want to try your hand at growing or processing, you can. One interesting thing that I did there was, afterwards we could talk to people individually. And so I went and talked to a hemp grower and processor. And there was a guy standing there, and he was chatting with him. And he said, he's like, oh, I haven't grown this year yet, and I'm really thinking about getting into the business. And this very experienced person was talking to him and gave him the advice that really know what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah, don't grow it unless you have somewhere to go with it. It's an expensive crop.
Yeah, a lot of people right now are sitting on their hemp because they grew it. They just jumped feet first into the hemp world.
Let's grow hemp. We're going to make all kinds of money, but you got to figure out where you're going to go with it.
And then, then they have fields of hemp, and they have no idea who their processor is or what to do with it, or they don't have the space to dry it. So it really is something you got to do a lot of homework and really have a solid plan if you plan on growing hemp.
Yep, it's a lot of work maintaining all your field, and you got to make sure you can pass all the testing and all that, and have a good lab, right? Does everybody have to have a certified lab, or?
Well, right now the rules about where you process your hemp are not as strict as the rules of where I process my chamomile. So I grow herbs and I make them into products. And just to dry them and crush them up and put them in a bag, I have to have a food processing license.
Yeah. We have a big certified lab where it's clean stainless steel, everything. Yep.
Yep. And right now, if you apply for a processor's license, they kind of just give you one. They don't inspect where you're doing your processing. So this is something that I'm working on with the state. I want to have higher regulations for the hemp processing.
Not regulations, standards.
Standards. There we go. Because I personally wouldn't want to buy my hemp from someone that's processing it in their kitchen or hanging it in their dirty barn to dry.
So always make sure you're getting reputable products when you buy. Third-party testing is super important. We found out this year about third-party testing. Yep. So our first crop this year, it came in hot. We failed. So
yeah. So when we did, is our first year growing hemp, and a lot of people in their first year said, "I'm going to grow 500 acres of hemp,"
or 10 acres even would.
And so we decided to go about it very smart, and we only grew the minimum amount of plants, which is 16. And actually, it's amazing how much hemp you can get from 16 plants.
Yeah, it's quite a bit.
But so we sent in our testing. And this year, I'm used to growing herbs, but I didn't know much about hemp. I didn't know when
you're supposed to
be
water,
harvested.
when you're supposed to harvest. Yeah, it was a lot of learning.
So the DATCP is who did the testing. They would come out and they'd take samples. And, well, everyone grew hemp, and everyone's hemp was ready about the same time.
Same time, yeah.
And there was only so many people that do the testing. So you would tell them 30 days to when you want to test, and they would come out and test. And some didn't get there quick enough. And the longer your hemp sits out in the field, the THC rises.
Yep, the levels get higher in it. And you got to be at 0.3 or less % of THC.
Yep, in order to have a legal crop. And ours came in at 0.7.
0.7, more than double.
So not 0.3. So we had the instructions to
destroy the crop.
So we did. And then after that, I really wanted that crop so I could experiment with making medicine and making remedies from hemp. So then I was left with no hemp. But luckily, there are quite a few hemp growers in our area. And I found this great organic farm right down the road from us. And we bought our hemp this year from him. Yep. So he's from Fox City Farms.
Fox City Farms, yeah. Now we have about
he came to our rescue.
100 pounds of dry
hemp.
Yes,
we have a lot of hemp now that we dried it, and we are just starting to process it and play with it and see what we want to make from it. Yep. So this year we've made a few of our own hemp products. Does anybody have any questions about hemp? This is a chat. You guys can comment with any questions that you have. So we have... This hemp is flowers. Not ours, but we do have our own hemp flowers this year. So this is smokable hemp, and you can really do a lot of things with just the hemp flowers.
You can add it to any tea, grind it up, put it into a tea.
Great, in a tea. Mm-hmm. And then these are my hemp bath bombs that I made this year. And so hemp is a very relaxing herb anyways.
Yep, so you heat up your body in the bath, and it's going to soak in through your pores.
Yep. Throw it into a hot
bath.
Your
skin has your most receptors in the endocannabinoid system are in your skin. So it's a really good way to access the hemp into the body. Yeah, and really it's Jamaican me crazy.
Jamaican me crazy. That's the scent.
Yeah.
One other product that we've been making this year that we've been experimenting with is a topical. This is our hemp relief. So if you've ever had our arnica relief, that's our muscle rub. So it has arnica, which is the anti-inflammatory, and it's got all these really great essential oils in it that really help with the pain that you're dealing with. So I based this product on that. And instead of the arnica, we have the hemp in there instead.
Added the hemp, yep.
We still have all those really great essential oils in here. So this has been a great seller. People are loving this. I keep one in my purse and one in the bathroom.
It's construction worker approved.
And here at Aurora's Apothecary, we sell other hemp products too, that we don't make. But as a hemp seller, I get approached all the time from all different companies saying, "Hey, do you want to sell our products?" So I'm able to be really, really picky as to what we want to sell in our store.
Yeah, we only carry 2 lines plus ours, so yeah. And one local and one really big company. Well, they're both pretty big, but yep.
So what would you like to tell people about buying hemp products?
So make sure you go to our reputable source. Third-party testing is super important. Make sure you ask to see that. That proves that it is actual hemp, that it's below the 0.3 in the THC levels. And it's going to show you the terpenes that are in there. Some really important stuff that's you got to pass in the testing is no heavy metals, no pesticides. We want to grow this stuff organic. Hemp is very porous. It's going to soak in anything you put on the ground or that's near it in the ground. If there was heavy metals in it, we would make you really sick. So make sure you can ask to see that third-party testing. Super important. Everybody that comes in that has the hemp questions, that's one of the first things we talk about.
Yep.
And then if you don't know, the way hemp works is it works with the endocannabinoid system.
So tell us about the endocannabinoid system.
So it's all these receivers in your body. They're called CB1, CB2 receptor. They're all throughout the body. And the hemp oil attaches itself to them and helps send signals throughout the body. And it puts us into homeostasis. That's where you heal. That's where you relax. If you live in the area, I will be teaching a free class. You can come on in. And we're going to have a lot of slideshows, and we're going to go through all this. You'll get a handout, and it's 100% free. Just come in. I want to give some information out. I am no expert, so
we're learning as we go.
Yep, definitely. So come learn with me.
It took us a long time to learn. There's so much confusing information out there.
Yep.
So we had to really decipher out.
Don't believe everything you read on the internet.
All right. Do we have any followers out there? No questions? No? Nothing about hemp. All right. What's our time?
6:25.
Oh, all right. 5 minutes. So what else would we like to talk about?
No, how was your week?
How was my week?
Yeah.
I had a good time in the lab.
Yeah.
I had all three girls in the lab.
Stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
We've been working hard here, rearranged some stuff. Made a lot of new events. We got a lot of new Facebook followers. We're hoping to get some over on the YouTube channel.
And this looks very easy for us to be on camera, but we have two really great hardworking people behind the cameras helping us out, fielding your questions. So if you can hear them in the background, that is Miss Rebecca and Mr. Dante back there.
What's going on in January?
In January.
Ooh, that's going to be a fun month. That's when all your exercise and dance classes start, right?
Yes. So after the holidays, after you've indulged, it's a great time to come on Sundays for our Shape Up Sundays.
I'll be there.
I myself have to do a lot of shaping up in the new year. And a lot of people, as their New Year's resolution, that's their hugest one. Like, I want to lose weight, or I want to change my diet, or I want to get healthy. It's like their main resolution. And I want to help with that. So, if you join a gym, like, ooh, you're paying your money, and then like you maybe go a few times,
and then you pay for it for 2 years and never go. I don't know nothing.
You would
about
know
that.
nothing about that.
These will be fun classes, though, right? Yeah, we're gonna learn some different dance moves. And
Yep. So I make all my dance classes super fun, and they're going to be based towards the person who may be not in great shape.
Perfect. If I can do it, any of you can do it. Okay.
So the first one's going to be aerobics.
Ooh. Do I get to wear my 80s workout outfit? Yes, sweatband.
That'll be something to see. Everyone will come just for that.
Yep.
After that, we're going to do belly dance. So it's going to be a lot of drills. You're really going to use your muscles that you never knew you had before.
Might skip that one.
And then you shouldn't skip. You should come to all five of them.
All right.
And actually, we have a deal. We're going to have 5 classes. And if you sign up for all 5, instead of paying the $10 for each class, at the end, you're going to get $10 back. So it's kind of like a buy 4, get 1 free.
Awesome.
We have a question from Cheryl. She said, sorry if I missed you guys talking about it, but what time is that farmer's market on Saturday?
Ooh, the farmer's market.
Forgot about it. Thanks for reminding us.
So we usually do the farmers market all winter, but this time we're only going to do one farmers market in Green Bay,
Yep.
and that's the holiday market. And it starts, I believe, at 8 o'clock.
8 a.m. Yeah, it's pretty early. I remember having to get up and snowing and blowing. And
Yep. And then it
Set
ends
up.
at noon. So if you want to come to the farmers market, you have a 4-hour window on Saturday morning, this
Yep.
Saturday.
it's at the KI Convention Center, downtown Green Bay. It's a beautiful building there.
So
And covered parking, and then you can walk across in the tunnel, stay warm the whole way over. So you
Yep,
don't have to
so
go
it's in-
outside.
downtown Green Bay, and it is, if you live in the Green Bay area, it's your chance to come get our products or come say hi to us.
Mhm.
All right. And Mr. Robbie would like to know, how are the kitties?
How are the kitties? We have 3 kitties
Yep.
at Mandrake Manor where we live.
And they use hemp products, right?
Oh, yes. So we don't have them out here, but our cats are on hemp right now. We have 3 cats, and they are on hemp for 3 different reasons. We have kitty treats that we give them, and we give them the oil. I have cats that like either one.
They're picky. They're cats.
So one of our cats takes the hemp for anxiety. She's a super scaredy cat.
Mhm.
And then one of the cats, the reason why she's a scaredy cat is because the other cat picks on her. So we have a mean kitty.
Mhm.
And so we try to mellow her out a little bit. And then one of our cats has arthritis. so
Arthritis
she's
and her
in
tumor. Her
pain.
tumors went down a little bit. So
Yep.
Yep.
So lots of kitty hemp going on. All right.
yeah, so
All right. Well, I think we had a good show here, huh? It took
they haven't
up our
kicked
whole
us
half
off air
hour.
yet. So woo.
So once again, if you can think of a name for our program, we are open to all sorts of suggestions instead of Aurora's Herbal Chat.
We do like the Aurora's Herbal Chat, but if you got something even better, if we pick yours, we'll give you a $20 gift card,
There
huh?
we go.
Yeah,
A
so
little incentive.
put your mind to it, and then you can get some free stuff from the Apothecary. And make sure you go to our YouTube channel and subscribe and follow. We'd like to get some new followers over there. And
So I think if you subscribe and follow, then you'll get a notification when we do this kind of
Notification,
thing.
yeah.
So you won't miss us.
we're going to put a lot of like educational stuff on there also, so it'd be in your benefit. The long form videos will not be on Facebook. They will be over on YouTube. So
Yep. We're only doing the live videos on Facebook just for a little while. And then
Yeah.
we'll start doing them all on YouTube. So
get you addicted,
kinda
and then
switch
we're going to
over.
cut you off. So
So yep, like us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube.
yeah, check out our website, aurorasapothecary.com. Thank you.
Bye.